Hi class, Dr. Dilmar here. I know that you're going to learn lots about myself and Dr. Reeser when you look at our introduction videos, but I also wanted to, because it's our first week of school, give you a little welcome video to review some of the important components of the course. I'll jump right in because if you're like me, I like to kind of get to the skinny of things. And again, you'll get to hear a lot about myself and Dr. Reeser personally and kind of some more focus points from the class if you look at our introduction videos underneath the first discussion board. But I just want to jump into some of the most important parts of the course that you need to know on our first week. So for example, if you look at the announcements, you should have probably already done this by now, but if you haven't, please look at the welcome message. There's a syllabus that provides you all of the detailed information, including grading. All of our modules are laid out here for us, and you'll see that there in the background. You can actually go all the way through and see what different assignments are due on different weeks. Now, something that works for me personally is that I like to take the assignments that I know are going to be a little bit more challenging for me, and I like to go ahead and start working on them. So you may want to not just look at week one, you might want to look at all of the different weeks. That way, if you have maybe a couple of days off of work, or you have one weekend that's not as busy as another, you may need to work ahead. But the super important thing that I would like to stress is the week one module. So I'm going to go to to home, and you can see the to-do list on the right, or you could go into start here. You're going to see that the assignments are due very quickly. So for example, the discussion board that I was speaking about is due already on September the 3rd, which is Tuesday. So super quick turnaround, right? In an 8-week class that's compressed, you're going to find that due dates come very, very quickly. So we're starting the course tomorrow, and then you already have a due date, which is your class introduction. And if you've already taken an Olivet class, then you know that this would be either a video or an audio file. So go ahead and look at that. And then right behind that is our first discussion board, the W1, which is week 1 discussion board. And then at the end of the week, we have an assignment due and an exam. And that's how most weeks are laid out. So you have several different discussion boards, and then you also have your assignments and your exams that are due weekly. Really, that's the most important thing that I wanted to stress in this welcome video for you, is to look at the home page, read the welcome announcement that Dr. Reeser made for us. She made that back on August 20th, so you may have already read that. Then really, after you print your syllabus, you want to make your calendar. I know some people use digital calendars. I like to use, I think, both because I haven't figured it out yet. So if you're like me and you use a paper calendar and an electronic calendar, go ahead and use the syllabus and the modules here listed and just write down those due dates. So if you do want to work ahead, you can. And then, of course, you want to get started very quickly on your week 1 introduction. So like I said, those are due on Tuesday, and I noticed that there aren't a lot of people that have posted yet, so it's a Sunday night right now. We're going into a long weekend. We are in a long weekend, so maybe you're working on your videos or your audio files, but either way, go ahead and get those posted. Dr. Reeser mentions in her introduction video to please make sure that you reach out to either one of us if you have questions. So if you've missed that so far, this is a co-talk class. Again, that's posted in several different places that you may have already seen. And we'll share weeks. So for example, week 1 and 2 is more heavy on the qualitative lens. So I'll be kind of running those weeks, and then we shift into quantitative, and that's Dr. Reeser's area. So we'll flip-flop based on the qualitative or the quantitative lens. However, both of us are here. We'll answer questions. Whatever you have, just let us know. And you'll also see in my introduction video that I'm new to Olivet, so I'm very interested in hearing your feedback. If there's something that works for you, please let me know. If you have any ideas, maybe another professor used a strategy that you just found was phenomenal, really would love to hear from you on that, and of course if you have any questions. So I'm going to sign off because you guys have lots of work to get started on, and I look forward to a great and productive week. By the way, I've made a post underneath our prayer board. I am personally praying for us to have God's strength is not only in our words, but also in our works. And I think that that's okay to ask for guidance. And so from my heart to yours, welcome. And if you want to join me in our prayer discussion board, by all means, please do. That's listed underneath the discussion boards with your introduction. And I hope you have a wonderful week, and we will talk very soon. Signing off, Dr. Dilmar.